Welcome back to TheChainNetwork. Clear, honest education for anyone stepping into crypto and digital finance. No hype, no jargon left unexplained. Last time we looked at scams, phishing and social engineering and how to spot a trap before it costs you. Today we look at the other half of staying safe, not how to avoid being tricked, but how to structure what you own so that no single mistake can ever wipe you out. Portfolio security. As always, this is education, not financial advice. We are explaining how these tools work, not telling you what to buy or when. Even if you have the most secure cold storage device on the market and you double-check every transaction address on its physical screen, relying entirely on a single wallet creates a massive operational vulnerability. In the world of wealth preservation, the ultimate goal is not just about making individual actions secure. It is about architecture. It is about structuring your assets so that a single mistake, a moment of distraction, or an unforeseen disaster cannot wipe you out. For a disciplined investor focused on long-term accumulation, treating your entire portfolio as one giant pool of capital is an unnecessary risk. Instead, you must build a system of compartmentalization, ensuring that if one defensive wall breaches, the rest of your wealth remains entirely untouched. To understand the necessity of this structure, let us look at a traditional real-world parallel outside of digital assets. The design of a modern cargo ship. A large ship is not built as one massive hollow hull. If it were, a single collision with a rock would let water flood the entire vessel, causing it to sink rapidly. Instead, ships are meticulously engineered with internal bulkheads, completely independent, watertight compartments. If an accident occurs and water breaches the first compartment, the flooding is completely contained to that single zone. The rest of the ship stays completely dry, and the vessel continues to float. Your cryptocurrency portfolio must be structured with the exact same architecture. A practical, highly disciplined strategy for building these digital bulkheads involves separating your holdings into distinct buckets based on their operational purpose. The first and smallest bucket is your spending or trading wallet. Think of this as the physical leather wallet or purse you carry in your pocket when walking down a high street in Manchester. You only keep enough cash in it to handle daily expenses, a casual dinner, or an immediate trade. This wallet is inherently exposed because it interacts with the public, hooks up to internet-connected, decentralized applications, and moves frequently. By keeping this bucket limited to a tiny fraction of your net worth, perhaps 1 to 5%, you accept the risk of the environment, knowing that even a catastrophic breach here is nothing more than an annoyance. The second, much larger bucket is your intermediate savings vault managed via a completely separate hardware wallet. This is the digital equivalent of a premium high street bank account or a secure safe inside your office. You use this device to accumulate your core positions over months and years via disciplined limit orders. Crucially, this wallet is strictly one-way traffic. It receives assets from exchanges, but it never, under any circumstances, connects to experimental Web3 applications, mints speculative tokens, or signs smart contracts. It exists purely to hold assets quietly. Because it is completely isolated from the interactive side of the ecosystem, its risk profile drops dramatically. For your most significant long-term, multi-generational holdings, the final bulkhead is the implementation of a multi-signature configuration, commonly known as multisig. In a standard setup, a wallet relies on a single private key. If that key is compromised or lost, the vault opens. A multi-sig wallet completely eliminates this single point of failure by requiring multiple independent hardware keys to authorize a single transaction, such as a 2 of 3 setup, where any 2 keys must sign before a single penny can move. To picture this, imagine a high-security corporate vault that requires 2 separate directors to physically turn 2 different keys at the exact same moment to open the door. You can place one hardware key in a secure safe in your primary residence, a second independent key in a secure office location or a bank safety deposit box, and a third backup key in a geographically separate location. If a criminal manages to locate your home backup, or if you make a single operational mistake with one device, the attacker still cannot move a single asset because they lack the second physical key required by the protocol. You have effectively given yourself a buffer against human error, physical theft, and digital extortion. Ultimately, structuring your portfolio this way removes the anxiety of navigating a young financial system. You accept that humans are naturally fallible and that mistakes can happen when you are tired or distracted. By designing your portfolio like a modern cargo ship, distributing your capital across a spending wallet, a segregated savings vault, and an institutional-grade multisig structure, you ensure that no single event can threaten your financial stability. You control the architecture, you limit the blast radius of any error, and you preserve your wealth entirely on your own disciplined terms. So that is portfolio security made clear. The goal is not perfection, it is containment, so that any one failure stays sealed in its own compartment while the rest of your wealth floats on untouched. Remember, this is education, not financial advice. If it helped, subscribe and search TheChainNetwork to find the full set of guides. Next, we look at DeFi for normal people and how decentralized finance actually works once you strip away the intimidating jargon. I will see you there.